When we look, just starting with the word womb, W-O-M-B, you can break that down even further and you have the letters O-M. And what is that? Om. And Om is the primordial sound of creation. And what is a womb? It is a space for creation. It is a vessel. So, and this is not just to create another life. Hey y'all, it's Callie and welcome back to my channel. I am a certified embodiment coach, and on this channel I like to talk about embodiment, spirituality, inner work, life's aha moments, and so much more. For today, I'm going to be talking about why it is so important for women to heal their womb space and also give some tips on how you can do this. So please stick around, and while you're here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so I can reach more people. Make sure to hit the like button so I know that you enjoy this type of content. And let's dive into it. So, why is healing the womb space so important? One, I wish this is stuff that I would have known when I was younger. I probably would have made better decisions, and also I probably wouldn't have carried around a lot of stuff that didn't belong to me for so long, but here we are now, and I want to help you all with this information. So, looking at just the word womb, and this is for any woman, whether you still have your menses or not, or if you even still have your lady parts or not. I also think this is very important information for anybody that isn't a woman to understand. That way you can have a better understanding of the divinity and like why this space is so sacred and what purpose it really serves. And maybe you'll, if you're a man and have a wife or a girlfriend, maybe you will understand her more. So when we look, just starting with the word womb, W-O-M-B, you can break that down even further and you have the letters O-M. And what is that? Om. And Om is the primordial sound of creation. And what is a womb? It is a space for creation. It is a vessel. So, and this is not just to create another life. It is a source of energy for creating your own life, not just another life. So please just keep that in mind as I go through the rest of this. If women hold a vessel of creation, this is essentially like the beautiful darkness, the unknown of which everything is manifested. So women are like creators of humans, and we also have a source to connection through our womb in which we have the space to create anything, manifest anything. So it is so important if you have a womb space to be in touch with this. This is the source of your creativity, your divine femininity, your sexual energy, how you manifest, how you feel in your intuition and your body. This is so huge. And because it is a vessel, you can put energy into it. And what I will say is, like, please take everything that I say with completely non-judgmental. I believe women should do whatever they want with their bodies. I just want you all to keep this space sacred and understand what goes in and what that means. So if you are somebody, for instance, that has had sexual trauma, or even many partners, I'm not saying this is a good or a bad thing, I'm just saying this is information, you are going to hold the energy of that interaction into your womb space. And you also are carrying generational energy from your lineage as well, because when you are an egg in your mother's womb, you also were in your grandmother's womb at some point. We live in a fractal universe. It keeps going and going and going. So it is so important that this vessel is cleansed of any energy, because that energy will take up space and will get in the way of your health, your manifesting, your abundance, your sexual and creative energy. So if you're carrying all of this in you, it can cause discomfort and disease, as well as a bunch of other problems. So what can we do to create a healthy, energetic space in our wombs? So we know that we can put energy into this vessel. We can also remove energy from this vessel, because we want a happy, healthy vessel for creation, no matter what your intended use is for. So a way you can embody your womb space, your sacred feminine space of creation, is to start removing blockages, one, from your first chakra, your root chakra, to your sacral as well, which is the second chakra that is tied more so to your sexual energy. The root is going to be your source of safety. And if we don't feel safe, then we're not going to be able to harness our creativity. So that's why I really encourage you to meditate into both of these if you are trying to clear any kind of trauma out of your womb space, because we want to not only be able to have our creativity and our femininity, but we need to feel safe in our bodies in order to do that. Otherwise, if you don't feel safe, nothing's going to be manifested. It is not a time to create. So you can do this by using frequencies, doing things that focus on their color associations. With your root is red, your sacral is going to be orange. So what I like to do is get into meditation with frequencies that are associated with the lower chakras, particularly the root and the sacral. And when those frequencies are going, I will meditate on those particular colors, red and orange. And I start bringing my awareness into that space. From there, you will start noticing if certain memories arise and how your body is feeling when you have those thoughts. So this will be something that might take many, many times to work through, and you will begin to uncover more and more that might be living within the space of your body. You also can lean into movement that helps open and stir the pot of these areas in your body. So this is why sensual movement is very healthy for women. Moving the hips, thinking of flowing like water, because we want to be able to move that energy out of the space. She needs to wade and flow in the water so that energy can flow better throughout the rest of the body, as well as push out what is no longer needed. And obviously, if you've gone through a very horrific experience, my heart goes out to you. Also, definitely therapy, EMDR is going to be wonderful in conjunction with some sort of somatic practice. What I do want to emphasize though, this has to be moved out of the body. If we do not move the traumas, whether that's generational or something that has happened to you, or even energy from previous partners that you've had, if we do not clear and move that energy, then it's going to continue to build up in your womb space, and you are not going to eventually have space for yourself and your own energy. So that's why I'm saying it's so important to move through this in whatever way you're intuitively guided to. That could even just be sitting with your legs open and holding a stretch for a long period of time, or doing a bunch of cat-cows, or it might be some full-blown dance movement. Really finding ways to shake that out of you. Once you have been able to do that, continue this practice over and over again. And one way that we can maintain freedom and ease in our womb space is having something that's creative in your life, whether that's dancing, painting, singing, activating energies that come from a place of creation. Especially as women, we are creators. We are receivers and we are creators. So we want to be able to activate that divine feminine energy by being creative. And this can be your job that you have, but also find something that is just yours, that you don't necessarily make money for, or maybe you do, but it's really just a passion. Because when we have something we're passionately creative in and finding that flow, you are going to be able to manifest so much more, because you will truly have dropped into the embodiment of your divine feminine energy. And this keeps your womb space happy and healthy. Also, like I said again, no judgment or anything, but also be very aware of who you take on as partners, because knowing that you will be receiving, not just you will physically and energetically be receiving your partner. So it is so important that you maintain awareness of whose energy that you're bringing into your body. And I'm not saying that you should or should not have partners. That is totally your choice. What I am saying is understand who is coming into your body, and also make sure that you are doing things to cleanse other people's energies from your system too. And that is constantly making sure that you have a clear space in those two lower chakras. So I hope this helps. And if you all have any questions or need help in this area, please leave a comment. What are you doing to help you get in tune with your womb space? What are we doing to heal our womb spaces and get in touch with our divine femininity? Leave a comment, and please make sure to hit subscribe. If you all are ever interested in any coaching, feel free to hit me up. My door is always open, and I'm hoping to possibly be starting a community here soon. So just keep an eye out on that. And much love to all of you all. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.